Why does Deadpool's skin remain damaged even though he has cellular regenerative abilities? In the first Deadpool movie, we can see that he can even regrow his broken hand. And in one scene, he's right in the middle of an explosion, yet he still survives. He can recover and rise from all the destruction that strikes his body. But why does his skin remain so damaged? The answer lies in the process of how he acquired his powers. The movie explains that he could only use his regenerative abilities after he gained his powers. However, his skin was damaged before he had those powers, which is why his body considers Deadpool's disfigured appearance to be normal. But it's precisely because of that disfigured face that we've come to recognize Deadpool in his current red costume. Which version do you prefer? Deadpool with disfigured skin or a handsome face? There's one interesting detail that might prove that Deadpool is actually quite cruel. In the opening scene of Deadpool, he dances to the song Bay Bay Bay. In that scene, he beats up the TVA agents while playing with Wolverine's skeleton. In X-Men 2, X-Men United, Logan was shown to really hate this song. So many fans speculate that the reason he's dancing to Bay 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 is to torment Wolverine even after he's dead. What do you think? Is Deadpool really that cruel to Wolverine? Why can't Deadpool regenerate like Deadpool? Unlike other Deadpool variants, he was born without the healing mutation or superpowers. Although he lacks the ability to regenerate, he never gets hurt thanks to his beloved dog, Dogpool, whom everyone adores. Nicepool relies heavily on the fact that everyone will protect the dog, which indirectly keeps him out of harm's way and ensures his safety. As the only variant without cancer scars, he takes great pride in his handsome face. This inability to regenerate ultimately led to his death when Deadpool used him as a human shield against another Deadpool variant's gunfire. This is how incredible the CGI effects are when Cassandra uses her phasing ability. When Cassandra slips her hand into Paradox's head, the entire scene feels incredibly intense and realistic. Behind the scenes, the editing team experimented with the thickness of the digital skin so that the shape of her fingers would look incredibly realistic coming from inside the face. On set, they used marker points on Paradox's neck and Cassandra's hand, then refined the results digitally from the squeezing motion to the skin's wrinkles when she gripped him. This scene was inspired by the comic, in which Cassandra is able to penetrate her victim's nose, mouth, and the entire contents of their head. This scene featuring Cassandra has become one of the most harrowing scenes in film history. When Wade Wilson needed an alias to track down Francis, the man who might be able to heal his permanent injuries, he saw a name written on a death notice, and he adopted that name as his new one. He then made his costume using white stitching because without it, people would be terrified to see him. The problem was that when he fought, blood would stain his clothes very clearly. However, when he washed his clothes, an old woman told him to use baking soda or lemon to remove the stains, or to just use red fabric so they'd be less noticeable. After hearing the old woman's advice, he began making his costume out of red fabric, the one we still recognize today as being so closely associated with him. Why did the Deadpool variants seem so weak and easily defeated when fighting Deadpool and Wolverine? Actually, it was Cassandra who summoned all the Deadpool variants so she wouldn't be interrupted by Deadpool and Wolverine while she was about to use the Time Reaper. Cassandra knew that all the variants could regenerate so they could buy her enough time. In addition, Wade and Logan are equipped with impressive suits and weapons. They have weapons made of adamantium, which is known to be an extremely strong material. However, despite all that, there is no true winner or loser because Peter Pool's arrival brings everyone under the same umbrella. Why can Deadpool speak directly to the audience, but other superheroes can't? The answer might be sadder than you think. What Deadpool does is called breaking the fourth wall. It refers to a character speaking directly to the audience or being aware that they're being watched, so he's a victim of the brutal Weapon X experiment. The constant instability of his brain cells during the experiment caused mental damage, hallucinations, and severe psychosis. And in the comics, this awareness is exacerbated when a villain named Psycho Man attempts to brainwash him. The attempt fails and instead shatters the barrier between his mind and reality, making Deadpool fully aware that his entire life, his suffering, and the deaths of his friends are orchestrated by the writers and enjoyed by the readers.